YouTube, coming to you straight from my iPhone. Let's be clear on that. And I just got the randomest inspiration to just record a video right now because I was just ranting and sorry, Ruby be acting crazy. But I was just ranting and I was like, I should probably record this and maybe make a video out of it. So basically, I've been watching a lot of Quadir Howard. And if you don't watch Quadir Howard, you need to get into Quadir Howard, period. Okay, because he is fucking hilarious, and on top of that, he's been on YouTube since the golden ages, let's be clear, and he was making golden age content. Okay, classics, baby. Let's get into it. If you haven't watched, you need to watch it. Okay, and I was just really inspired by the fact that he just gets on YouTube, says what he has to say, rant, doesn't hold back, no filter, tells it how he feels, and boom, post it. I'm like, I love that, because I felt like before getting on YouTube, I felt like I had to have some type of theme. I feel like I have to be fitting something, and I just don't want to do that. Like, if I'm going to be in a broadcast journalism, I just want to say how I feel and say how I feel about it, period, point blank. You know what I mean? So basically, let's get into the whole thing. So I obviously wanted to make a video talking about girl empowerment, and this is for my trans girls. These are for anybody that identifies as a woman. These are really for anybody that feels like they can relate to the message, to be honest. And I just want to start off by talking about, I feel like, a message that a lot of girls need to hear, and something that I've come to realize and something that I've grown into. So I feel like it's all possible for everybody to kind of like understand and kind of learn to kind of self-love and love yourself enough to not be putting yourself in positions that you have nothing to gain from them. You have nothing to gain from them. What did I just gain? That's just wasting my time. And I'm not saying you should go into everything selfishly and be like, what can I gain from this? No, I don't think you should do that, but I think you should also understand what you're getting from something. You shouldn't be pouring everything into something and what did you win? Nothing, girl. Nothing but some pain. And we don't need to be doing that anymore, because guess what? We don't have time for it, baby. Okay, this is your life. You got things to do. You got money to make. Let's be clear. Okay, so anyway, so basically, let me start off the whole story and just tell you the background. I was on Twitter and I just keep seeing a lot of messages from the girls that I like follow, from like maybe some girls from high school, some girls I know now, you know what I mean? And I'm just really sick of fucking seeing it, because I feel like it's very tiring for me, and I know it's definitely tiring for them, okay? Because I understand where they're coming from, because I've been in that position and I've been that girl, and now I'm kind of like, okay, we got to kind of get somewhere, we got to kind of move somewhere. Just to be clear, we got to be chugging along. We can't be staying in the same spot, having the same mentality, and letting the same actions go into a cycle and repeat themselves onto us. We don't need to be doing that no more, okay? Let's be clear. So I think a lot of the girls, I just want to be clear, this is just the first message, period, need to spend time on you, okay? Let's take care of me and not be worried about how somebody feels about it, and not be worrying about trying to impress somebody, and not be worried about how somebody feel about it, okay? It's about me at the end of the day. I want you to know that you are in this world alone, okay? At the end of the day, really, to be honest, if you didn't have the people that you have, now I'm not saying you should want to be alone, but I'm just saying in the grand scheme of it, you're in this world alone and you're going to die alone. So let's fix you and spend some time on us. I'm not saying that you shouldn't pour a little bit into other people that pour themselves into you, but that's the tea. Pour yourself into people that pour themselves into you, okay? Let's be clear on that. Stop pouring yourself into people that don't do shit for you, but waste your time. And and that's another point I want to make. Your time. Hello? Okay? And I understand time ain't real, but baby, it is right now, because it's being wasted. Let's be clear. So I really need us to understand that our time is just as valuable as anybody else's. And that goes into any relationship that you ever will have with anybody. Okay? And I'm not saying go into something and always think, what can I gain from it? Because that's kind of selfish, because you don't always have to gain something from it. But I want you to go into a relationship and understand that your time is valuable. Okay? You are special, okay? Everybody, you know, it's a privilege to speak to you. It's a privilege to talk to you and to share the time with you. Thank you. You know what I mean? Have someone that appreciates your time and will be like, you know what? I'm really happy that you sat and talked with me. And not be like, oh, let me throw that away, because I was sick of talking about it. I was sick of being around it. You know what I mean? Don't be around people like that. But anyway, let's get to the point of the message. So basically, I'm on Twitter and I just see a lot of the girls retweeting a lot of messages, basically, where it's just about all these men, and it's just about men breaking their hearts, or, you know, men this, men that, fix you around this, fix you around that. And I'm just like, it don't matter, baby. You know what I mean? I feel like this world has fiction, and it's not to blame anybody. It's not to blame anybody, because in reality, it's the world that we live in. And you know, the world has created women to have this mentality where they are constantly infatuating their whole mind and their every action they constantly have around a man's idea. Even if you're not trying to, you're thinking about it. You know what I mean? What guy am I trying to impress right now? What does he think about me? Who do I like? Who am I going to be with? Who am I going to be in a relationship with? Who am I going to marry? Like, it seems like it's been fit to make a girl's world, and it's really not. It's really not, okay? It's really not that important what a nigga thinks. And you know, when you put yourself first, you will realize that you will attract, okay? You will attract what you've been wanting to attract the entire time, okay? Because they will see that confidence in you, and they'll be attracted to that, okay? But anyway, let's go back to the whole tea. So I see a whole bunch of tweets on Twitter where it's just basically talking about men this, men that, and I just feel like he broke my heart. He wastes my time. When you do this, the worst pain ever is when you pour something into somebody and they break your heart. And I'm just like, girl, are you gonna learn yet? You're still so affected by this pain. You know what I mean? Has anything changed when you go forward? You know what I mean? Has anything changed? It's not about, here's the tea that I need everybody to understand. It's not about finding a guy that's gonna treat you right. You know what I mean? I mean, it is, but it's not about finding a guy and finding a situation and still having the same mindset and still be so affected by this pain that this guy has caused on you. That's not the tea. It's about, you will find the right guy when you put yourself first and you put your time first and you realize, oh no, I have expectations. I have standards. You gotta meet them, okay? And this can go for guys too. When you put yourself first and you're like, okay, no, I'm not accepting that. Just because I think you're cute and just because I like you, don't mean I'm about to pop for no okie doke. Period. Period. Because a lot of people will run with that and be like, oh my gosh, she's attracted to me, so I can do whatever I want. No. Because there's a lot of fish in the sea, and there is a lot of other people that will do what he won't do. Period. Period. You will find somebody. Now this goes into being patient, and also, and that's what I'm saying, when you're being patient, pour that time where you're waiting, if that's what you want to do, into yourself. Pour that time into being like, okay, like I've always wanted to do this, or I want to do this, or I want to start eating right, or I want to start making wigs, or I want to start doing this, I want to go on vacations, I want to travel, I want to save my money. Let's do that, okay? And let's be with our girls, period. Okay, find people that make you feel good, okay? And I feel like a lot of people are so reliant on somebody else to make them happy that when they're not, you know, in these relationships, or where they're not doing that, they're like, oh my God, I'm so sad, I'm so down. Sis, we need to do some reflection. We need to look at ourselves. You know what I mean? Why, when that's removed, does that have such an effect on you? You know what I mean? Let's do a little healing. Okay, let's get into it ourselves and understand that we need to be focusing on us right now, because you're gonna have these same cycles until you realize what you need, okay? And you need to also realize what you need from a man. Besides what you need from yourself and who you need and who you want to become and who these goals and who you want to be, let's talk about what you need, and then we can talk about what you want from a man and what you actually want and what you've been accepting. And then you have to realize why you've been accepting that. You know what I mean? And I feel like this is something that, I'm only saying this from experience because it's something that I've went through. And I'm like, now I look back and I'm like, nigga, you lucky you got me then. You lucky you got me then. Because you ain't gonna get me now, period. Okay, period. Okay, let's be clear. I'm not doing that ever again, because I know my time is valuable. And I wouldn't even go into a situation. I wouldn't even test it out and be like, let me see. No, I don't want to say. I don't want to waste my time. I got things to do, people to say, and then when it's somebody that I want, it will work out how I want, okay? When it's supposed to be, and I really do believe in fate, and I really do believe in things will happen if they're supposed to happen, and they will happen exactly how you need them to happen. That's why I believe in fate, because I feel like if it's supposed to happen, it will happen exactly how I need to happen. You know what I mean? If my standard is this, he will meet that from the get-go. I won't have to say nothing. You know what I mean? Because that's because it was meant to be. You know what I mean? It was supposed to be fate. And in the meantime, if it's not going to be that, and it's not going to be my expectation, and from the jump, because it's all about the tone, ladies. It's all about how it starts. If it don't start, okay, how you want it to start, if you don't meet your expectations from the jump, it ain't ever going to meet your expectation. He ain't never going to do what you want him to do. Okay? Just as much as men. If from the jump she don't meet your expectation, pertaining to something you have of a standard, or pertaining to some of your like morals or whatever, you feel like, okay, like if you feel like a guy got to take me on a date, If he ain't taking you on a date, he ain't gonna take you on a date. If he didn't jump in and take you from a date, or you didn't ask and say, hey, I gotta go on a date first, like I ain't on that, you know, then that ain't never gonna be. So either speak up or let it be. Period. Don't let men walk all over you and treat you and say what they want to say at the end, because there's a lot of men, and you are one woman, okay? And you're the only you. There will never be another you. They will never find another you. They will never find another person that looks as pretty as you. They will never find another person who's as confident as you. They will never find another person who's as smart as you, okay? Who can do what you do, who's as independent as you, okay? And if you want to be all those things, if you want to embody confidence, if you want to embody independence, if you want to embody all these things and embrace yourself for who you truly are and love yourself for everything you are, because if you aren't loving yourself, how do you expect him to? Period. That's real tea. Not even trying to be that bitch right now, but that's real tea. So anyway, at the end of the day, all I have to say is I think love yourself first, focus on you, okay? And it will come in time, okay? We ain't got to worry about all this and the third. We ain't got to be upset about it. We ain't got to let that hurt us, okay? If you feel like you going through the same cycle and men all the same, well, leave them the hell alone and stop putting yourself through it. Put yourself first and be like, I don't even want to deal with that, period. He already, you know, I already see how we're going to be. I don't want to deal with it. Because I'm not going to be stuck in no situation. Because it's going to be me at the end of the day stuck in that situation. So, that's my lecture to the ladies. I wanted to rant real quick. For my girls, you know, this is from my experience. It's only what I can say, you know, that I feel, you know. And I'm not saying I'm 100% right. And I'm not saying this is something you're 100% right on. But I just want my girls to worry about them. Worry about you, baby. Period. City girls. I know I've been saying period a lot because I stopped saying T and I replaced it with period. I literally told myself, oh, we're saying period now, we're not saying T, because I just was tired of saying T. But anyway, I just really want my girls to love themselves, and I love all the pretty bitches. I really, really do. And it really hurts me when I see a pretty girl with so much potential, and I'm just like, you are just throwing it away into this boy who don't give a fuck. Like, I want my girls to be appreciated. I want my ladies to be loved, okay? So that's why I had to post this video and had to let the girls know, because I want a better life for you. Let's end the cycle of pain and hurt and all that from doo-da-dot and boo-dot beep, okay? And let's focus on ourselves, period, because we're gonna get this money, okay? So anyway, that's all I had to say. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe. Hopefully, if this pops off, I will post more videos, just ranting. You know, I have to grow into a space where I understand that I can't be affected by what people feel and people's opinions on what I'm going to say at the end of the day, because people are going to feel some type of way anyway. You know? So anyway, thank you for watching. Love you all. Subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, brown.girl, BRWN, period. Girl, okay? Thank you for watching. Love you.